They did the thing! They actually, unironically, did the thing! Look at this! This Black History Month, we are celebrating the contributions and culture of the black community with the African halo armor. Oh, that is beautiful! That is fantastic! They even painted over the visors! That's so good! Even their own contributors, their own chat, who can reply? Account and Halo Mention can reply. The first comment, you brought back the A-Train skin. Yes, yes, they did! They did bring back the A-Train skin. Oh god, that is beautiful. In case you are unaware here, A-Train is one of the villains from the television show The Boys, and during a particularly rough period, he decides that he needs to reconnect with his audience. Not his community, his audience. He wants to raise his ratings, in essence, and the best way to do that, well, he's black, so he might as well appeal to the black base. And what better way to do that in than to paint yourself in their colors, with absolutely no attachment, no understanding, or giving two flying fucks about them. Simply slap on paint, receive virtue signal plaudits. Oh, well, I don't know if it'll be quite that simple, honestly. It is the coldest, most calculating form of virtue signaling out there, and it is gorgeous. Now, I want to talk about A-Train a little bit here. So, during this particular plotline, he also did a Pepsi commercial, just in case the cold, calculating capitalism of it wasn't quite hammered home enough. The absolutely no giving two flying shits about anything to do with Africa wasn't enough. In fact, he doesn't even do this to appeal to Africans. He does it to appeal to African Americans. And yet, despite this, there was actually a fair bit of confusion at the time. I remember a lot of people looking at the suit and going, what's so wrong with the suit? Why is everyone calling A-Train's and others' outfits stupid? It looks like a good fit to me. Or, man, I love A-Train's new costume. See, here's the thing. The costume itself isn't actually the problem. The vivid colors, that is a big part of African garb. The thing that matters is that this is not being done for Africa. It is not done for some sort of connection to Africa, or its continent, or black culture, which now apparently is just a generalized skin tone thing. Ooh, there's a whole box to unpack there, but let's not get into it here. It is simply just an empty virtue signal, done for no other reason than to go, pew, pew, look at me! I care about you. Now, money please. This, incidentally, is why The Boys is so good at parodying the left, because it knows exactly what the left does. They themselves, the writers, are leftists, and so when they are going to show off the left's values and mock them, satirize and parody them, they do so very, very well. And with a character like A-Train, it actually works very well too, because he is one of very few heroes in The Boys that actually get a redemption arc. I don't count Queen Maeve, by the way, because she doesn't get so much a redemption arc as she gets a redemption teleportation, frankly. At least A-Train has to work for his redemption, and even then, the best part too is he doesn't become redeemed because he suddenly sees the light. He's not a good human being deep down or anything. No, he went to the club talking about how he swallowed a woman's teeth after turning her into mush on the sidewalk. A-Train is an asshole. He is a shit of epic proportions, but he understands that he is trapped. He understands that he is in tremendous danger. He understands that he did not sign up for this shit as murder becomes a part of the norm, and he wants out. Honestly, the largely selfish reasons for extricating himself from Vaught and away from Homelander is the reason why I like him more. He isn't doing this out of pure selfishness, he just wants to live. I can appreciate that, I absolutely can. And so during one of his lower periods, when he couldn't run as fast, when he thought he was going to die, etc., etc., this whole thing, it made sort of sense for his character. And again, it was also an excellent shot at the left. Something that Vaught is really bad at doing in the opposite direction. Now, Vaught has a Twitter account. This is the fictional company within the boys, and they have been trying for a very long time to take shots at the right as well. Now, I appreciate this in theory. If a shot can indeed take digs at both left and right, beautiful, but you need to understand what you are taking digs at to make it successful. This wonderful little commercial they put up here, for example. No woke yolks guaranteed. This isn't really satire, because you're not really satirizing anything. You're going, eggs are still expensive and they're white. Okay? What are you leaning into here? The white part? That MAGA is like, oh hey, they're white, just like me. I don't really think that works out. At all, frankly. Is it the price part? Okay, you've got more of a point there, if nothing else, because Trump, in his silliness, did state that he was going to reduce the price of eggs immediately, where he can't actually do that unless there's some way to federally declare a cap on the price of eggs, I guess. And now we're getting very much so the struggle for bread going on here. But beyond that, actually, there's a lot of steps that need to be taken between, well, not between there, but throughout the entire supply chain before the end product, the eggs in the store, become cheaper, which is something everybody inherently understands, which is why this falls terribly flat on its face. Now, if they had perhaps gone like, a dozen eggs, $20, and little American flags on them, like they painted them in American flags, okay. The joke then is, patriots are dumb and will buy anything American, which would at least work out a lot better than white. Your opponents aren't white supremacists, my dudes. Best case scenario, you can lean into the firecracker thing and going, oh, they're silly patriots. They're taking the love of the nation so far, they'll buy $20 eggs. That would be better. Or maybe a little annotation down in the corner. Ahem. On a corner, Vaught Fresh Farms, operating exclusively out of Canada, or something like that. You need to be mocking the patriot angle here, not the white angle. You've even got firecracker, the quote-unquote patriot Christian symbol there. Use that instead, God help me. And again, it's not that Vaught can't do this. Well, against the right, not so much, but when it comes to the left, they are very good at it, and this one too. So again, the left, didn't understand why Donald Trump serving fries and burgers at a McDonald's was such a wholesome thing. Here you have a billionaire, the ex-president and soon-to-be president again of the United States in the eyes of the right, degrading himself, and it is what everybody thought, and the left played it that way as well. Look at Trump, he's working at McDonald's, ha ha, what a silly boy. What they saw was a man mucking in. They saw a man not unwilling at all to do that kind of job, not unwilling to connect with the public, even though, mind you, that was a staged event. Of course, they'd shot at him just a month or so previously, derp. But the left doesn't understand the morality of the right at all, so they didn't see that at all. They simply saw like, oh, look at the silly PR stunt. He's mocking Kamala for never having worked at McDonald's, unlike having claimed to do so. Exactly. She is the elite. She will not work at McDonald's. Even McDonald's was like, hey, Kamala, if you want to do this too, we'll host you. She didn't do it. She lied about that connection because she is not one of the working class. She is a lying elite. And again, when they do it to the left like this, spot on, black at it. The entire defining characteristic of this entire campaign is, hey, black people, you like black people, right? You gotta buy our products because black people. This works. Why? Because that is literally what they're doing. A hero looks like you. Hey, black people, we have a black person. Buy our stuff. Again, we could go right back to this. Hey, Black History Month people, black people, look, black stuff. Please love us. It is so studiously ridiculous. And yet, it is exactly what happens. This is reality. Thank you, Halo. I did need to see this. This was lovely. I appreciate it. I may not have played your games for like a decade or so, and I can't wait to see you ruin yourself with even more DEI nonsense, but nevertheless, thank you. Thank you for this. It is genuinely appreciated. Until next time, I've been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Have a good day.